The month of April is Ching Ming Festival. Next to Chinese New Year and Mid-Autumn Festival, Ching Ming is probably the third biggest Chinese festival of the year. It is the time when we go baisan, or visit the cemetery, and spend some time with our ancestors. When I first watched that beautiful Disney movie, Coco, I was actually surprised to find that Mexicans have a similar festival, in Dia de los Muertos. It was like they brought to screen what we've always celebrated, having all of our family and loved ones around, both living and past. So we're heading over to the windward side to visit Gongong and Popo. Technically, they are my yeye and mama. In standard Cantonese, your father's side grandparents are called yeye and mama, and your mother's side are called Gongong and Popo. But in the dialect of the Chinese in Hawaii, we refer to both sides as Gongong and Popo. Gongong and Popo picked a place with really good feng shui to rest, with beautiful mountains on one side and an ocean view on the other. First things first, I gotta give Gongong a haircut. The cleaning of the graves is the most important ritual associated with Qingming. Just as they cared for us in life, we need to care for their graves. These beautiful heliconias are from my auntie's yard. Of course, pretty much all Chinese prayers involve burning incense. The smoke carries your thoughts and wishes to heaven. My gongong would have a beer every night when I was a kid. He would sit there and sip it out of a rice bowl. He always preferred a classic Budweiser or a locally brewed Primo beer. Well, this bud's for you, Gongong. On the other hand, I have fond memories of sitting on the floor in front of the TV with my popo leaning back against the coffee table, snacking on some pumpkin seeds. It was too much work for a little kid to crack open the seed just for a little meat inside, but she loved it. This is Sanka. He's the local guardian deity that takes care of the cemetery and all of the people resting here. So we bring him food the way that you would tip your superintendent at Christmas. Thanks for helping take care of my family, Sanka. Having your whole family come to pay their respects to the ancestors really gives you a sense of unity and continuity from one generation to the next. I think that's a pretty good spread we've put on for them. So while the ancestors eat, let me introduce you to my family. This is my Tai Gong, Gu Mantra, and my Tai Po, Choi Gum Lin, my great-grandparents. They were the first ones in our family to come to Hawaii from No Zhao village, just outside of Zhongshan in Canton, or Guangzhou, China, back in 1882. Tai Gong opened a little general store in Hilo, Hawaii. Tai Po was born of an aristocratic family, so she even had bound feet, because back then, if you were rich, you didn't need to do things like, well, walk. Just sit there and look pretty. They had 18 children together, but only 3 boys. Uncle Alfred, and Uncle Tai Peng, who died in his teens. I don't know much about Popo Ethel, of course, since she was Gong Gong's first wife, but we still respect and care for her all the same. Now this handsome rogue is my Gong Gong, James D. Gu. He was honestly the black sheep of the family, a dashing scoundrel, a sailor with a woman in every port, with a name like Captain Kirk and a personality like Han Solo. And oh boy, did he have a temper. It wasn't until he married my Popo that she turned him into a devoted, respectable family man. And this is my Popo, Thelma Buckoi Gu. You will never meet a more salt-of-the-earth woman. Humble to the point of self-deprecation, she raised 3 generations of children, from her own younger siblings to her own children, to taking care of me and my sister when my parents were at work. Though not very educated, she was full of wisdom, and she was an amazing cook. Okay, before we eat, one more thing left to do. We need to burn the gamngan, or gold and silver teals. We burn gold and silver so that the ancestors can spend it in the afterlife. Let me show you how to fold one. There we go. Now just 999 more to go. Besides gamngan, we have colorful paper representing cloth, so Popo can sew some beautiful clothes in her afterlife, along with some American-style bills. And it all goes up in smoke to carry it to the world beyond. Okay, I'm famished. Let's see what's for lunch. Now that the answers have gotten to eat first, it's our turn. Okay, this is pronounced chow mein, not chow mein. Gotta have suyok with that crispy skin. Cold ginger chicken, or bak chit gai, is a Cantonese classic. Someone from the mainland once told me that they love egg foo young when the gravy is just right. Since when does egg foo young, or foo yong dan, have gravy on it? It would ruin the velvety texture of the egg. Ham soi kap, or jin tui, savory or sweet? Which would you rather have? My gonggong was born in the year of the rooster. So the sudden appearance of all these roosters to me is a very clear sign that he's happy to have all the family around, and he's showing us that he's right there with us. So really, is having a picnic in the cemetery so strange? No, not really. Not when you're just surrounded by the love of all your family, past and present. Until next time, joy kim and a hui ho.